just from what I've seen. But it's really hard for us guys. I mean, maybe it's easier for other guys than others, but, for me, it was really a big deal to bear the really ugly side of me to somebody and have them be able to tell me this is what you need to change. Because I don't like talking in general about that stuff even more than just normally talking. And, I like being by myself. So I just want to encourage the men here to really find somebody who is, first of all, if you can't find someone who's a grade or two above you, which, you should be able to, at least be open and honest with your friends. And don't be afraid to tell each other what you need to change. And really try and seek somebody out who can tell you what you're doing wrong. Woman too, but you guys already do it a lot, it seems like. It's been seriously life-changing. As followers of Christ, we cannot stay the same. We have to be pushing forward. If we aren't maturing and moving forward in this race, then we will be pushed back. The times in my life where, I've been just secluded by myself spiritually, I don't talk to people about it, and I'm not moving forward, I'm not in prayer, I'm not in the Word, I got pushed back so far in my spiritual walk. It's because there was nobody there to make me accountable. If we aren't actively trying to grow, then we will be actively pushed back. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 13. This kind of leads into my next point, which is we really need to be disciplined personally. Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground. And after you have done everything to stand, and then chapter 14 it says, stand firm then. And I was reading that, and I was like, forever I thought that was just the weirdest wording. I couldn't figure it out. And then I realized that it's talking about before you stand firm then with the belt of truth buckled around your waist and all that, you have to be prepared. And after you have done everything to stand, then you stand firm. And I think that's one of the major discouraging things in our spiritual walk is that I don't know, this is kind of a hard topic to talk about because the battle really is most of the time for us to be in the Word and in prayer. And that is our preparation. But at the same time, it's there's something else there. There's like a level of discipline that needs to be taken up by us. We have to, in order that we can stand firm and be like a warrior that we are supposed to be. And my excuse has always been, I don't, discipline, if I'm just making it a routine, it doesn't really seem like it's a relationship, because it's not like, I'm not doing it out of my heart, I'm just doing it just to do it every day. So that's been my excuse for 25 years. And about not doing a devotional and stuff. And I don't like people telling me what to read, I like to just be able to read. And so my life would go through these spurts of passionate reading of the Word, passionate prayer. And then because there was no discipline there, it would just go away like that. Just of the whims. We're tossed, if we don't have discipline, then we're tossed around by the whims of how we feel. So Ephesians chapter 6 is talking about preparation. When you're a soldier, you just don't get sent out immediately to Afghanistan, straight from the recruiting office. You have to go to boot camp, where you learn to fight and use a weapon, but the most important thing you learn is discipline. There's a reason why we are compared to endurance athletes and soldiers. Both of those people require discipline. We're compared to runners, warriors, over and over again in the New Testament. And all of those people, you don't just go out and run a marathon. You have to train for it, and you have to be disciplined. And a lot of times you don't want to go out and run that day, but you still go out and run so that you'll be able to do it. And I'm pretty sure that very few people actually like boot camp, but you do it so that you won't get killed. We have a lot of excuses for the things we do, and even more for the things we don't do. And oftentimes in my own life, maintaining my relationship with the Lord takes a very low priority to things like watching TV or doing nothing. You've all been there. We're like, oh, we know we should be doing something else, but instead we just, flip on the TV and go brain dead for a couple hours. And then we didn't spend one single time during the day in prayer. In December, Scott really challenged me to start praying when I wake up. And I hate mornings. And so but he really convicted me and made a lot of good points. Because, we go to work, and whenever they tell us to go to work, I get up early to go to meetings, and but I won't make time to pray even just for 15 minutes, And so I was like, all right, I'll try it. And the cool thing about having someone in your life who's encouraging you this is because they're going to be asking you, did you do it? And Scott was really cool because he said, if you want, I'll text you every morning and wake you up. And I was like, I want to try it for a week, all right? I don't want you to text me every morning. So I did it, and the first week was so hard. I had to pray with my eyes open or else I'd fall asleep. I think I missed one day just because I couldn't do it. And the second week was a little bit easier. And by the third week, it's been life-changing. The days that I miss are obviously different than the days that I actually wake up and pray. The temptations are greater on the days that you don't pray in the morning. I'm a lot more grumpy. I complain a lot more. And I have much more harder time controlling my language at work. I work construction and by myself, so I'm just being honest. So I have a hard time sometimes. So it's things like that. If you get yourself focused in the morning on the Lord, then that is going to change the way the rest of your day goes. And I've always been a skeptic of it until December. Like, why do I need to pray in the morning? I can pray at night, when my mind is clear and I can work. Because the fact is, most of us aren't going to pray at night. We're going to go and watch TV, or we're going to get caught up with our families. And I have it easy. I'm single. I get off work and I can do whatever I want. But a lot of you guys here have families and stuff. You get home from work, you're not going to be able to find time. Some of you do, I'm sure. But I don't know. I would just really encourage you, just from my own personal experience, to really make time